White man in boxing led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. We're going to talk about Tyson Fury canceling his fight December 5th, whatever that dude name was. Also, while Bob Arum was talking greasy about Terrence Crawford and basically saying that they don't even know if they want to keep him. And then we could talk about Floyd Mayweather. He says that he's coming back in Tokyo at the Tokyo Dome. Let's get into it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Now, this comment was interesting in USA Today. He said that people retire and still do different things to make money all the time. Why can't I go spar and make some heavy cash? Like I said before, man, when people retire, they greet at the door of Walmart. They do stuff to keep their body in action so they can live longer and their joints don't stiff up. Floyd Mayweather is doing window ads in the UK. Floyd Mayweather is trying to launch a fantasy sports, whatever it's called. Floyd Mayweather didn't have the money for Shakur Stevenson. Floyd Mayweather got all these cars. He sold his Miami house for way less than what it was worth. This nigga going broke. He went broke before when he couldn't pay his taxes. And allegedly 50 Cent bailed him out. You know, at the end of the day, who want to keep fighting? Who want to keep living that lifestyle? You know, why can't you just spar, make some extra cash? And like, dude, if you own, like, in this rumor that he supposed to be coming back with Dana White too. He spoke on that on Boxing Scene too. And my whole thing is, if you're making so much money, then why you gotta go over to Tokyo during the pandemic and go make a couple dollars? Some heavy cash. Some heavy cash. Like I said before, man. He ain't graduated from high school. He don't know how to manage his money. And when you trust other people to manage your money, they lose your money. And he ain't the only person in PBC who losing stuff, who downgrading and stuff. So, you know, he want to go over there and spar some little guy. Be my guest. Who cares? Nobody cares about Floyd. Floyd never took risks in his career. You know, Floyd was never a great fighter. He said, I'm a top 5 fighter. Nigga, where? Your best victory on your resume is probably Canelo Alvarez. You fought an old pack. Like, come on, we can just keep going on and on about Floyd. He's a coward. He ain't all-time great as far as the top 25. He never took risks. You know, he was just talking about the O. The reason he took the O because he didn't fight Paul Williams. He didn't scared to fight Antonio Margarito. Scared to fight Pacquiao 09. We just keep going on and on and on and on, like Erykah Badu say. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, look how he moving Tank. What's the greatest black fighter that he fought? He fought none of them in their prime. He fought Chop Chop. You might say Chop Chop was in his prime. Zab, he came off a loss. The best Zab was probably before the Costa Tszyu fight. Come on, man. He ain't even go out there and fight Paul Williams. He didn't want to fight Austin Trout. Didn't want to fight Erislandy Lara. Floyd didn't want to fight Negro fighters because Negro fighters knew how to speak that language. He didn't even want to fight Amir Khan. The word on the street was. You know what I'm saying? Floyd didn't want to fight black fighters because he knew they was gonna beat him. Straight up and down. He come back right now, Earl Spence. If what he was, he'll power drive him. He come back right now and Terrence Crawford power drive him. Come on, this dude ain't took no risk in his career, bro. None. Didn't want to fight Timothy Bradley. Didn't want to fight Lara when he was mandatory. Didn't want to fight Keith when he was mandatory. Y'all celebrating this guy. Sugar Ray Leonard at least fought Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns at least fought Duran, fought Sugar Ray Leonard. He fought Marvin Hagler. Floyd Mayweather would have never fought those guys. You know what I'm saying? He got to come back because his money funny. His daughter run around here making him look stupid. That's what happened when you ain't got a man in your daughter's life or your son's life. His kids don't love him. But we can move on, man. Congratulations to the coward. We can move on. Apparently, apparently Tyson Fury canceled his fight December 5th. Now, I got a hunch that all this mediation stuff, and you can just call me crazy, is simply to build the fight up. I think they're going to fight again. All right? I think this is media build up to build a fight. Obviously, things are shutting back down. The UK shut back down. The governor kind of shutting Michigan back down. She's an idiot. Flint still ain't got clean water. Let me let y'all know. Republican and Democrat, they don't care about Flint. But, I mean, I think it's going to happen. You know, he canceled his fight. The mediation was supposed to, It's supposed to be determined. I think Frank Warren said this week or a little bit later than this week. So we should have a determination probably sometime this week or before Thanksgiving. And, it don't matter if it happened again or don't happen again. If hopefully Deontay Wilder put energy into training, energy to kind of fight like he did with Bermane Stiverne, balance, using the jab, using angles, pushing Fury back. What you got to understand is Fury need a layup title defense. Because I'm no Tyson Fury fan by a country mile. But what you got to understand, Tyson Fury ain't never defended a title. You know what I'm saying? If, Deontay Wilder pays for extensive drug testing and he's using alleged PD that Vinny Paz said, or human growth hormone that ain't been detected down the line, they go back and test those samples for those. So if he cheating, like Vinny Paz allegedly said he was, they do drug testing. And if you're talking about the glove, why you didn't complain about it going to the second fight if we knew about it in the first fight? But I think they're gonna fight again. Deontay Wilder, even if he don't believe he gonna win, that's retirement money. Go out there and make probably another $30 million plus. That's money. Why Tyson Fury want to go fight whatever? Who want to fight him? All they trying to do is get him an easy title defense because he has never got over that mental hurdle. Every time it's time to rematch the Klitschko, when it's time to rematch the Deontay Wilder, here he comes with some mental health crap, or here he comes trying to finesse his way out the con. If Wilder easy money, just beat him up again. Why you fear you can't beat him up again? If I'm Wilder, man, I'm doing even more extensive drug testing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't wearing them gloves again, if that's what I believe. But to be honest with Wilder, he got to focus on himself. Breaking camp, going to chase his woman. If you can't chase your woman from Tuscaloosa to Atlanta, you need to get rid of her. He laid up on this woman. How many fighters you seen laid up on a woman hours before a championship fight? Nobody. You laying on your woman? Come on, man. You about to go to war and you laying up on your woman. One of the reasons he lost. Breaking camp, not listening to Breland. And a part of me wanted him to lose for what he did to Breland, straight up and down. But he didn't publicly trash J. Diaz for saying the costume was too heavy. That's my issue with him. Like I said before, black people fear black people, and we hate each other more than we hate the other. In this case situation, that's what it was. Breland didn't spike your water. If you're talking about he not bringing nothing to the table, what J. Diaz bringing to the table? Come on, man. What Malik Scott gonna teach you different that Mark Breland couldn't? He went way farther than Malik Scott. That's my whole thing. But hey, whatever way it go, that'll make me no difference. I lost a ton of respect for Wilder as a man. Lost a ton of respect for him as a black man, what he did to Breland. But if he get to fight, he get to fight. Kudos to him. I ain't knocking him. Go out there and get the dough. But we know it's more about the money. And if he ain't working on fundamentals, if you working with Malik Scott and J. Diaz, he gonna lose. Unless Tyson Fury just come and he just can't take whatever he took before, allegedly. He come in the week. And we can tell if Tyson Fury cheated. If Wilder go in there and hit him with a right hand and he drop and go to sleep, then we know what it was. But if he go out there and he fight valiantly, then if he had the same performance, but the problem with Tyson Fury, it's hard to see him put 2 or 3 or 4 performances together where it looked good. You gotta blame Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman for even putting him in there with a guy that who got caught on that shit. Had Deontay Wilder got caught on that shit, wouldn't nobody give him an opportunity. They would strip him of his belt, everything. We know what Tyson Fury was on. He was on more than one, but like I said, if they pulling out that December 5th fight, that means a mediation, and Frank Warren said it was gonna be done this week or probably a little bit longer. They probably got a good hunch that this fight's still gonna be on. So they got a good hunch that the fight's still gonna be on, or the mediation gonna take longer and they can't fight December 5th. So my whole thing is, Wilder gave him an opportunity. He should give him the opportunity back. But like I said before, when you're dealing with them pilgrims from over there, you got to understand that's where racism originated at in Europe. So that's what happened when you give, this dude, you encourage him to come back. You give him a leg up and get back, and then he turns his back on you. That's what Deontay Wilder get. You know, he keep believing in that Christian Bible. Come on, man. That didn't come from our melanated people. That came from their people. Oh, turn the other cheek. That's some bull job. It's a bull job. And that's what Deontay Wilder get. That's what he get for believing in that Bible. And look where the Bible got him at. And part of me hope Tyson Fury ain't got to fight him again. I don't like either one of them at this point. If Wilder come out and say, "Oh, was you tripping?" and okay, good. It'll take a lot of men of you to come out and say that, and I'll be back on Team Wilder. But if he don't come out, and even if he win, he don't admit that he was on some bull job. Unless he can prove Tyson Fury did what he did, man, fuck him, man. Straight up and down. Dude, man, this man can't even admit defeat. He got to come up with every story in the book. And then, my thing is, when he threw Breland under the table, he fired Breland because Breland threw that towel in. Ain't no way around it. He fired Breland because he threw that towel in. You know, and ain't nobody respect that. If that man had to add something in his glove, or because taking the patent off the glove ain't gonna help, it's gonna just hurt your hand. So if he took the patent out, if he had something in his glove and you was in there about to lose your life and Breland saved your life, what you mad at Breland for? What you mad at Breland for? Like I said before, man. Terrible. But let's keep it moving. Apparently, I talked about this a while yesterday. Apparently, Bob Arum went out here, and I did it on my other channel because we can't go live over here, Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Apparently, Bob Arum ripped Terrence Crawford, and they said it was earlier in the week when he sent his lawyer. He said that we don't need Crawford, we losing money, I'm going to bankrupt his last 3 fights, you know. And my whole thing is, why would he keep that energy on ESPN then? Like I said before, man, I talk a lot of shit about Al. I talk a lot of shit about Bob over the course of time, right? But if you're a melanated fighter, don't sign to Bob Arum. Don't sign to Eddie Hearn. Sign to Al. At least you're going to get money, you know. And I ain't saying Al the most pro-black dude, but like I said before, man, Bob Arum don't care about him. He said, I lost so much money on Terrence Crawford. How much money you lose on Lomachenko? With only 600 people showing up in L.A. How much money you lose on Lomachenko, bro? He didn't do the most flamboyant numbers versus Teofimo Lopez. But he won't sit here. He won't trash Lomachenko. He won't trash Booz Putin. He won't trash nothing. Oh, Crawford need to start promoting himself better and doing it. Man, nigga, you was promoter. What you mean? Ain't you supposed to promote? But basically, this is what it means, man. I got some word yesterday. Is that basically he conceding that he about to lose his fighter. He said if you, in one of the interviews, he said if you want to do a buyout, we can do a buyout and get it over with. And apparently Crawford talked to Al already, so I don't know how those talks went, but apparently by him sending his lawyer over and by Bob Arum doing what he, saying and doing what he's doing, pretty much the end is near. Don't be surprised if they don't come to a buyout agreement before that October date. So he got what? With 1 year left, he probably got 2 fights left on the contract. You know, if you losing money on me, just let me go. And just let Shakur Stevenson know that. And he tried to come to PBC through Mayweather Promotions. Mayweather just didn't have the money. You know, just let you know, like, why would you even go over there? Why would you go over there? And then he sit up here and lie on Shakur Stevenson. And I seen a video interview where he told Fred that, we didn't think Shakur Stevenson was ready for Oscar Valdez yet. Like, Bob Arum don't care nothing about black fighters. Nothing. So if you a black fighter over there, man, do not sign to Bob Arum. Take less to go with Al. Because it don't make no sense how he been treating fighters. He didn't want to promote Floyd. He don't want to promote Terrence Crawford. It took for Terrence Crawford to start complaining about the fights he not getting. For them to start promoting him like a Lomachenko and Corolla fight. They was pushing Lomachenko fight from Monday to Saturday. Crawford and Donko, they pushed it from Friday to maybe Saturday a little bit. So, he didn't holler at Al, what I heard allegedly, and pretty much the talks has really progressed. So I don't know if Al didn't promise him an Errol Spence fight. I don't know if Al promised him something else. I don't know if what Al said to him, but pretty much he could be on the way, and maybe, he go over there and he fight Sean, he fight Keith, but he ain't got that much time left, because if he waits till his contract over October 21, he gonna be 34 years old. His best thing to do is buy out right now. Probably go over there. Yeah, go make him tune up first. That's what most companies do. He probably gonna go over there and fight a Sean or fight a Lopez or somebody like that. And then they might set the stage for an Errol Spence fight. But I don't see that fight happening until the pandemic is over with. I don't see him fighting Keith Thurman or Earl into that, but I can see him fighting Sean. I can see him fighting Danny. I can see him fighting Mikey if he get past Pacquiao or something like that nature. But it's a shame that you gotta go over to a different promotional company, you know, to make a fight happen. But like I said before, all they doing is aging them out. I heard it from PBC people before, you know. And when you go over there, you gotta understand you ain't gonna be high on the pecking order neither. Like Pacquiao high on the pecking order because that's Pacquiao. But one thing about him going over there is that Floyd fuck with him. So if he do go over there, maybe he kind of align himself with Floyd a little bit. And if that's the only way I see, if he align himself with Floyd, then I think he high on the pecking order then. And if I'm him, I align myself with Floyd. Not, I necessarily not being mean signing with him, but maybe I'll just go to the gym and just kick it with him and pick his brain. But Floyd seemed to like him. But that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Fast way to reach out is Twitter. If you check out my Sportscastr, I'll be doing all my streams on Sportscastr. If you try to YouTube, that link's in the description. This is a brand new platform for podcasting and streaming. So all the live streaming I'll be over there, or you catch me on Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. We can't go live over here for a while. Other than that, want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing the videos. One time for the one time. We gone.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.